Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mojave Podcast Transmission. I'm your host, Clifford Johnston. It is 11:31 p.m., June 2nd, 2026. I got a few things to show you. I'm going to be playing a few games, and I'm going to be going to bed. I had a long day of driving, but we got a dog, and we don't know what to name it. So, anyway, I think it's a Shih Tzu poodle, Shih-Poo, or something like that. Here we go. So, without further ado, thank you for joining. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share this with other people who like learning about news or this content. Without further ado, here we go. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna watch this. I gotta unplug my mic and set up this stuff to game later a little bit, and I will comment on it in a bit.
Next
I'm
news.
listening to it with you
Breaking
guys. So
news.
thank you for watching, and again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this with other people who like this content.
For years, Americans were told the UFO story was about blurry videos, radar blips, and maybe some secret aircraft the government didn't want to explain. But now the conversation is taking a very hard turn, and it's getting a whole lot stronger. Portals, biological entities, the Book of Enoch, demons disguising themselves as UFOs, and even whispers that something big may be forcing disclosure right now. This is not just a technology story anymore. It's become a question about reality itself. And once you see where this is going, you can't unsee it. Now, here's why this matters. See, a recent Pentagon file release pushed UFOs back into the national spotlight. And even mainstream outlets are openly asking whether the United States will ever confirm alien existence. Prediction markets now show 17.1% think that happens before 2027. And 28% before 2028, and 36% before January 20th of 2029. And that tells you something important. The public has moved past laughing this off. And then Joe Rogan added fuel to the fire by suggesting disclosure may be building towards an event. Not just another hearing, not just another paper dump, but something profound that people in power may be preparing for. He even pointed to figures like Marco Rubio, Tulsi Gabbard, and Anna Paulina Luna taking the issue very seriously. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Lauren Boebert says files available to lawmakers include references to portals and biological entities. So stop and think about that. We've gone from asking, is there craft, to asking, what are these things? And that's where the story stops being entertainment and starts becoming civilizational. Now, as this conversation pushes people to think harder about the body and the mind and what helps us function at our best, let me tell you what caught my attention for exactly that reason. Now, you have probably seen the clip of Joe Rogan talking with Mel Gibson about people close to them facing serious health struggles and then seeing dramatic improvements. When Rogan brings up light-based therapies, Gibson says it plainly, this stuff works. You see, that got my attention. And in 30 for bundles. Now back to the part of the story that should have every American asking whether we're looking at science, secrecy, or something spiritual. Because here's the twist the corporate press still does not know how to handle. The most provocative voices in this discussion are no longer just pilots or Pentagon officials or defense analysts. Now you have religious language entering the file. Rogan says that Luna told him to read the Book of Enoch. Boebert says classified material mentions portals. And the chief exorcist for the Archdiocese of Washington is openly warning that demons may present themselves as aliens, orbs, and UFOs. That is not a fringe side note. That is the story changing shape in real time. And even Matthew Modine is here. You know, the actor. The wait is over. Accidental Truth Next, Beyond UFO Disclosure is out now. Together we explore the new questions humanity must face as the reality of non-human intelligence moves from speculation into public consciousness. What does it mean for our future, our understanding of reality, and for ourselves? And he tags all of these individuals in this film. Burleson, Burchett, who else? I mean, like, the list goes on and on. Now it's available, this new film is on Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, and even YouTube Movies. So this is what has just released in the entertainment world, but is it really entertainment anymore?
Hey, there's aliens.
We already know life exists in the universe.
It's been over 8 years since we heard about the government UFO program, ATIP. Are we any closer to an official government disclosure regarding non-human intelligence?
They briefed us on some stuff that was frankly terrifying.
The DoD and the intelligence community is very comfortable saying it's unknown.
What are we actually talking about?
I can't share with you the details, ma'am.
There are those who will stop at nothing to hide the truth.
Whistleblowers are safe. I will guarantee you that.
I have no job. My career has been tarnished.
People have been killed.
It's likely a balloon. It's likely a balloon. You know, a bird.
It's starting to sound like a broken record.
Exotic materials are the holy grail.
I was on the team that was supposed to receive that.
What I really wanted to do was put some materials in the hands of Barrow.
That came from a UFO.
My bit is stuck. We'll have to try something else.
I mean, that stuff should have liquefied like mercury by now.
I thought it should have. I have no explanation for that.
This is a technology that has long since bled into what we call consciousness.
I'm here to drop off the samplers.
Could non-human intelligence come in many forms?
Our historical timeline has been interrupted by an alien intelligence.
There is a variety of life forms.
From the earliest times, we've had writings of people interacting with non-human intelligence.
People have accepted these things as real.
All of this has to do with the nature of reality itself.
When I say we're in a simulation, there is something that is computing. We live in something that has a software program.
It's all about consciousness.
Perhaps we've been guided subtly and deliberately.
All the religions have been telling us that there are other beings.
We're in the middle of a revolution right now. There is a dark side to disclosure, a secret too terrible to be told.
Our future is post-biological. In a sense, they're midwives or undertakers.
Humans served their purpose.
It may not mean surrendering our spirituality.
You can only beat down the truth for so long.
We're at a point where reality doesn't matter.
We have all new questions. It's time to discover what's next. Accidental Truth, Next, a film by Ron James, narrated by Matthew Modine.
So that is now dropping officially today. The trailer lays out the claim the feds know more than they're telling. Now Joe Rogan says there may be an impending event pushing disclosure faster. He points to Luna, Rubio, and even the Book of Enoch. Joe Rogan hinting at a massive impending event forcing UFO disclosure. Is humanity about to get the truth? Check this out.
I think we're all here for a reason. I think we're here to experience something very strange and profound. And there's an event that we're building up to. And I think that's why there's this focus on disclosure. That's why this documentary hit so hard. Guys like Marco Rubio are sticking their neck out, and Tulsi Gabbard and Rep Luna. You know, she came on my podcast too, and she was telling me some stuff that was just like mind blowing. And she really got me to read the Book of Enoch. She's like, you got to read that. Like that is nuts. And that could have easily been attached to the religious canon. But some rabbis disagreed with it because it didn't vibe with the Torah. So like, let's chuck that one out. But it's in the same lump of Dead Sea Scrolls as they have the Book of Isaiah, which is really fascinating because Wes Huff, when he was on my podcast, explained to me that the Book of Isaiah that they found in the Dead Sea Scrolls is verbatim the same as the Book of Isaiah that was 1,000 years more recent.
Whoa!
1,000 years. So this was the oldest version that they thought was the oldest version. And then they found the Dead Sea Scrolls version, which was 1,000 years older.
So the conversation moves from Rogan's warning about what could be coming to a familiar demand from America's first crowd. And we have this from Donald Trump Jr. Check this out.
Your serious question, will you join the Make Aliens Great Again movement? I mean, this one keeps coming back up. It's serious because we, MAGA, want disclosure. Thanks, bud. Yeah, listen, I want disclosure too. I want to know. I mean, I sort of, again, like I sort of said, I intuitively think, of course there has to be something. But I'd like to see the actual evidence. I'd like to know the level of sophistication. I'd like, if they can get here, they're probably pretty freaking sophisticated. But so I sort of assumed all these things did way before we even got into politics, just because, again, statistics say that, it'd be sort of hard to believe we'd be the only thing in a universe as large as ours.
So give your dad a call. How about that, right? Well, Trump Jr. wants the receipts, and it's exactly where this gets darker, because while the public is still getting stonewalled, another Los Alamos scientist has been found dead under deeply suspicious circumstances. 53-year-old Melissa Casillas, who worked at the top-secret Los Alamos National Lab, vanished last June. Her remains were just discovered by a hiker with a handgun nearby. Her purse, ID, and phones were left behind, both phones factory reset.
Joins us with more. Todd.
Hey, Brian, after this discovery, we still might have more questions than answers. 53-year-old Melissa Casillas had been missing since June 26th of last year. She was working as an administrative assistant at Los Alamos National Lab, where the world's first atomic weapons were developed during World War II. Investigators announcing her remains were found by a hiker in a national forest about 10 miles from her northern New Mexico home. And a handgun was also found alongside her body. When Casillas vanished nearly a year ago, her family discovered that her personal belongings, including her purse, IDs, and cell phones, had been left behind, and both phones had reportedly been factory reset. Still unclear how long Melissa's body was there, but her family revealing in a statement that her remains were discovered in an area that had been searched before. Casillas is one of at least 10 people with high-level access to sensitive U.S. nuclear and aerospace research who've either disappeared or died under murky circumstances in recent years, at least 3 of whom still remain missing to this day. State police say an extensive investigation into what happened to Casillas remains active. Brian, over to you.
All right, thanks so much. The mystery continues. Meanwhile, today, Los Angeles voters headed...
The mystery continues indeed, and we do know that President Trump has ordered the FBI to investigate, but that's the part the media always wants to brush past: the bodies, the secrecy, the reset phones, the missing answers. Now even Fox is admitting the cover-up questions back on the table, with Americans openly asking when the government will finally confirm what it knows. UFOs are back in the headlines after a recent Pentagon file release, 2 of them, and a new Steven Spielberg movie entering the chat right on cue. All the extraterrestrial buzz has everyone asking, will the U.S. confirm that aliens exist?
A recent Pentagon file release and a new Steven Spielberg movie are putting UFOs back in the headlines.
This 79-year cover-up of the truth has to end.
We're interrupting our coverage.
When Disclosure Day actually happens, we're going to have to accept we haven't been alone since the beginning of time.
All the extraterrestrial buzz has us asking, will the United States ever confirm that aliens exist? Our sponsor, Kalshi's prediction markets show more than 17% think the government will confirm alien existence by next year, while 28% think the truth will come out by 2028, and 36% say yes before January 20th, 2029.
So after decades of denial, even the corporate press is forced to ask whether disclosure is coming, but the next voice takes us in a very different direction. The chief exorcist for the Archdiocese of Washington says some so-called UFO phenomena may be demonic and not extraterrestrial. Monsignor Stephen Rossetti, currently the chief exorcist for the Archdiocese of Washington.
Demons indeed can break into the physical world, and at times they can be seen. We actually have some photos of such things, and that we have documented that. Sometimes people will see shadow men. Many people who are possessed will see indistinct dark shadows, possessed houses, globes of light, all sorts of things, and more direct manifestations, evil hands, we've seen that, and actually images of beast-like creatures. So at times, demons will be manifest in this world. I had an incident not too long ago where someone who had a particular gift, and we've documented that gift, and she was shown a picture of a UFO. She said it's a demon. There's no question in my mind, personally. Again.
So the clip pushes the question past nuts and bolts craft into the spiritual. Now, Representative Lauren Boebert says Congress has seen references to something even stranger in classified UFO files, portals. The information currently available to Congress includes references to portals and other extraordinary claims linked to UAP investigations.
And in today's world, that's really something. But even in these, even in some of the documentations that I'm seeing, there's a lot to do with even portals. And I'm interested in more information of that coming out as well. But even to be in a congressional hearing and have enough information to ask the question, is there breeding between these biological beings and humans? There's a there that needs to be answered. And I got a lot of heat from local papers at home and some folks, but we're just asking the questions. If someone is going to come to congressional offices and say that they have seen it, that they have been a part of it, and are read into these programs, then it's worth an investigation. And all of these agencies, even the contractors, when they are too big to answer to government, when they were too big to answer to Congress, the entity that created them and gives them funding, then it's clear that they're too big, and we have got to rein that in and have more accountability.
You know, what you started out with saying that you had heard somebody saying that they believed in the government, or they believed in the alien program or disclosure before the government started talking about it.
So here comes the part that makes this whole thing even darker. Okay? A Los Alamos employee, Melissa Cassie, is missing since last June. She's now been found dead in New Mexico under deeply troubling circumstances. The handgun nearby, her purse, IDs, and phones left behind. Both phones reportedly factory reset. Whether that case ultimately proves criminal or self-harm or something else, the public immediately connects the dots. Top secret lab, nuclear research, unexplained death, missing information. See, that's what happens when trust in institutions has been shattered by decades of secrecy. So the real question is no longer whether Americans believe unidentified phenomena exist. The real question is whether the gatekeepers have hidden something far bigger than aircraft technology. If this is about consciousness, deception, or even spiritual warfare, then disclosure is not just a policy matter, it is a test of whether our civilization is ready for the truth. And that is why this story keeps on breaking out of every box the establishment tries to put around it. It's not staying inside the Pentagon, it's not staying inside Hollywood, and it's not staying inside Congress. It's spilling into religion, philosophy, history, and the deepest questions that we can ask. And let's be honest, under President Trump, the American people are far more likely to demand straight answers than under the secrecy-addicted ruling class that spent years treating citizens like children. Americans can handle the truth. What they can't tolerate any longer is another closed-door game run by bureaucrats, contractors, and elites who think that they answer to no one. So I want to hear from you. Do you believe this UFO story is really about extraterrestrials, yes or no? Or is it becoming something far more supernatural? Drop your answer in the comments. Share this report with someone who still thinks that this is just sci-fi. And if you want the news the establishment will not touch, subscribe to the Next News Network right now. But even better yet, we set this telephone number up just for you, so you can join the thousands of patriots who want to receive the information when the notifications and the algorithm decide otherwise. That number is 844-840-4963. All you have to do is text the words raw feed to it, and I won't let you down. And since we are in the age of disclosure and the age of the 250th birthday of our great nation, check out the merch shelf below and find something to celebrate America 250 with us.
The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.
A shocking discovery along the Mexico border, a hidden tunnel stretching from Tijuana to Otay Mesa. The tunnel is nearly 2,000 feet long and is about 55 feet deep, equipped with a sophisticated hydraulic lift, electricity, and ventilation. Authorities say they found the underground passage while serving a search warrant at a property in the Nueva Tijuana neighborhood. The tunnel led into a fake store in Otay Mesa, which investigators have been surveilling since December due to suspicious activity. Officials say it was used to store and traffic drugs, weapons, and other illegal items. 4 people have now been charged in connection with the cross-border tunnel. 2 men from San Diego and 2 men from Mexico. If convicted, the defendants could face life in prison and a $10 million fine.
Are you kidding me right now? You do not
Mom's okay, okay?
Oh, there's a kid. Dang, that's... Yikes. It is not a hot nurse.
On the grass. I'm pregnant, and Mom was saying so long.
Oh my god, I hate... even when I work like a security for a stupid store, my biggest pet peeve was I'd go out there and like, hey, you got our stuff, let's go back to the store, let's talk about it. And like, I'm pregnant, you can't touch me. And I'm like, so basically you're holding this kid hostage while you commit crimes? Like, you are a disgusting person, you need to be in prison forever.
High-risk arrest of a woman who is 5 months pregnant began hours earlier, but officers had no way of knowing just how chaotic this night would soon turn out to be. The following is based on official police
body cams are the worst thing to happen to the BLM movement. By far.
Records released today, and the footage has never been seen before until now. In Tulsa, Oklahoma on May 30th, 2025, officers respond to the adult entertainment store Hustler Hollywood after they reported a strong-armed robbery.
Who's robbing the adult store with their kid while pregnant? What? What?
Hello. What's going on?
Thank you.
I told Hustler for a different reason right now.
I got beat up.
Well, no, he's not kidding. I mean,
yeah, I got struck twice, but I'm alright.
Okay.
According to the staff, the incident began when a woman brought over $700 worth of items to the counter, and they noticed she appeared to have store merchandise stuffed in her pockets.
She also had a lingerie set tucked down the back of her pants, claiming it was a pad because she pissed herself earlier today because she's pregnant.
Did her water break and then she went to go rob stuff from the adult store? What?
She came back here, tried to grab all the stuff off the ground and just walk out with it. We wouldn't let her do it, so she got pissed off and hit me in the face over here.
They also claim she hit a customer with a high-heeled boot from one of the displays.
She struck him twice.
She struck me a couple times.
And then tried to mow him down in our parking lot.
myself.
Yeah, almost hit.
And I went outside with her. I tried to take. I got a picture of the back of the car, but it's not clear.
Yeah,
let me have a look at that.
Unfortunately, the image is blurry, making the letters unclear. But as it turns out, they don't need a license plate to identify the suspect, since she left an address with the staff.
So we have a name and phone number as well.
Okay, how'd you get this?
She gave it to us. She gave it to us.
Trying to have us sponsor a baby shower that she's throwing.
I know. That's what we said. Wow. So we just came out.
Yeah,
what was happening in Oklahoma? Nothing's happening in Oklahoma, guys.
Thanks to the information shared by the staff, officers are able to identify the suspect as 26-year-old Daviona Lee Robinson, who is about to turn this night shift into one that officers will likely never forget.
And here's the scary part is, you don't know when your nurse or who's taking care of your health is this not clinically insane, but this crazy.
Before the officers leave, a staff member shares one final grievance.
This dumb I missed the time I was going to take my lunch.
I was really almost about to put her on the floor.
My rice bowl.
Everybody's had that experience where you order something, you order Chipotle, and then something 911 happens, and you're like, man, my food, like this is my favorite meal, and it's just getting old. God, I hate this person.
My rice bowl.
He's talking to the body
Hours
cam.
later, the same
That's
officer
the real
who
victim,
investigated
my
the
lunch.
robbery spots Daviona's vehicle driving on the highway. According to police records, she cut across 4 lanes of traffic before he initiated the traffic stop.
Hello, ma'am. My officer tried.
Okay, what'd I do?
Here's a stop.
She's on her phone.
Improper lane change.
I kept the dick off for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
When he asks for an eye,
Who's telling them these rules? Oh, put your blinker on for 22 seconds. Like, I've literally heard a person that was blocking a 1-lane road, like this is up in the mountains, blocking a 1-lane road, put on their emergencies and say, well, I'm moving. I have my blinkers, so I have 5 minutes. And it's like, you're still blocking the road. Move your fucking car.
Daviona shows him a photo of her suspended license.
I'm nervous. Can I finish you let go?
Here's a.
Wouldn't be the first time she's probably used this excuse.
Okay.
Move up.
Can we go to the love store, please?
What's that?
The love store. It's a store right there.
The officer agrees and follows Daviona
just
to a nearby
there,
business called The Love Store, another adult entertainment shop
She
just
knows
off the
all of them.
highway.
I'm gonna put gum in my mouth so I just threw up. I'm 5 months pregnant.
Okay.
So I put that in
Let me just go ahead and have you step out the car real quick.
Okay.
We'll just talk out here.
Like I said, sir, I'm a nurse. Taking nurse courtesy.
Nurse courtesy?
Okay,
What?
Is that your current address?
Yes.
Okay. What I have you do is just wait by the front corner of the car there. I'll be right back.
But he barely makes it into his cruiser before he realizes that Daviona has gone inside the store.
Daviona? Daviona!
I hope her nurse license gets revoked after this. This has gotta be.
Daviona.
This person
Stay out
cannot be
here.
like starting
Stay out
IVs.
here. Stay out here. Daviona, come outside.
I'm gonna get a public indecency charge.
You can hold it in for a few
No,
minutes.
I'm pregnant. I cannot hold in. I have a small bladder.
Wait by the car.
I'm about to be outside. I got my head.
Just making up stuff as she goes along? Yeah,
I'm
kinda.
about to be. Hey, Siri, call father on speakerphone.
You're an adult, you don't need to call your dad.
No,
Go to the restroom and come right back out here.
Excuse me.
Go to the restroom.
No.
Daviana.
I'm not touching
Go to the
you.
restroom.
I'm going to open the door. No, it's okay. I can be outside. Do not manhandle me.
You are not free to go back in this car.
Do I even want to watch this one?
As Daviana goes back inside, the sound of a child crying reveals what she left in the back seat, her 5-year-old daughter. The officer radios for backup and another unit quickly arrives.
Where's the
So, traffic stop. I told her because she crossed over multiple lanes. She's actually a larceny slash assault with a dangerous weapon with her car suspect from my last call.
Okay.
And I just happened to get on the highway and follow her out here.
Okay. Is there a back door she's gonna run out right now?
No. So the lady just opened that up and let her in there. So, and she's got a little kid. Right, but she also got a little kid in the back of here.
The two officers enter the store together to take Daviana into custody.
Thank you.
Hey there. Go ahead and put your phone in your pocket, please.
No.
I'm not asking. Put your phone in your pocket.
Daviana?
Thank you. Turn around.
No. Why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested?
We will explain that when
Why am I being
comply.
arrested?
Why should you be arrested?
Why am I being arrested? You have not rendered my friend rights. I'm a nurse. 21151. I've done nothing wrong.
Okay.
And my daughter's in the car.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
Now you're in cuffs. We'll explain it. Okay? Let's get out of their place of business. We'll explain to you on the outside.
Leave the phone in there.
No.
Don't drop it.
No. No. Don't take the phone. That is my property.
Why do they think they call the shots in these scenarios?
No. Hey, Siri, call father. Hey, Siri, call father.
What is he gonna do? Like, there's nothing. Gonna show up?
Yeah, that way by your car.
I'm waiting inside my car.
Why is her
Call
stomach
my
out?
father.
Because she's using the pregnancy as a deflection from responsibility. It's disgusting.
My phone.
Daviana, the reason you're under arrest is because you are a suspect in a larceny and an assault with a dangerous weapon from earlier tonight.
It's the same day and she's driving to another place. I thought this was like other nights.
I have self-defense.
No, this is from one. So there's an assault when you punched the employee earlier.
He told me.
Okay. Yes. Let me explain what's happening. There's that assault, there's that larceny, and you drove your car forward towards the other person outside the building. That's assault with a dangerous
He
weapon.
literally attacked me.
That is why you're.
He attacked me. It was self-defense. I need to call my father.
Right now, you're going to wait here.
No.
Is she drunk?
I need to call, you need to let go of me. I need to call my father.
I don't know what's the worst scenario. If she was drunk and driving around like this, or she's just sober and this is how insane she is.
I have a mental, and I'm bipolar schizophrenic too.
Backup arrives and checks on the 5-year-old girl left in the back seat, where she's sitting alongside 2 small puppies.
No, my daughter's in my car. Let me go.
Puppies up here?
Never stood a chance. Never gonna have a regular life.
Mommy's okay, okay? She's okay. We just have to talk to her and figure out what's going on, right? Okay.
Hey, Siri, call father on speakerphone. Where are you going?
Stop it.
Where are you going?
Let me go. That's my daughter back there. Let me go. I am a nurse.
Then
now
you
let me go.
not to behave
no,
like this.
that's bull. Y'all have me arrested in front of my daughter. That is bull.
Yeah, you got yourself arrested in front of your daughter.
I can get hemorrhoids. No, let me go. I can get hemorrhoids. I'm not sitting on the couch with you. I'm not sitting on my property. No, let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
While waiting for backup to arrive,
Literally, this is just adult daycare. They're babysitting an adult. I forgot who said it online, but they're like, everybody on the left always complains about the top 1% and how they treat society bad. Oh, they're driving their private jets and their airplanes, and they're making all the profit and paying people below their living wage. Nobody ever wants to talk about the drain that is the bottom 1% of society that are constantly getting arrested, smacking around people that work at adult stores, endangering their families, their puppies, and their kids. Like, the bottom 1% is definitely impacting society far worse than the top 1%.
with a wrap restraint, they hold Daviana against the front of her car, where her next move catches one officer completely off guard.
Do you mind getting off my foot, please?
No, let me go.
Okay.
You want me off your foot?
Are you kidding me right now?
You do not. Is your problem?
The thing that you get, like a lot of people don't understand, is human mouths are so disgusting. If it broke skin, he's got to get a lot of shots. And depending on what they find out with her, he's already got to get some medication right away if it broke skin. But also, if she has some pretty nefarious diseases, that's stuff like where like you can't even have like, you shouldn't be trying to conceive while you're getting this treatment. And I forget what it is. Like, it could be up to like 6 months to a year from a human bite. A year of testing, exactly. It is Hep A through Z, exactly.
No. Let me go. Don't you do it again? You better stop. I'll do it again. You better not. Let me go.
I don't think this person.
You okay?
I don't think this person can ever be reintroduced to society. Like if she's pregnant and she's doing all this. Oh, it's just maybe she's intoxicated. Maybe it was just a light biting of a copper. I don't think you'd ever fix this. This is like life in prison, no possibility of parole.
I am pregnant. I get hemorrhoids.
I'm scared.
No.
Okay,
No,
we'll
I'm not.
take
I
it,
get hemorrhoids. I will file a motion.
File your motion.
On the grass. I am pregnant, and my will so low.
The officers move Daviana to the grass and attempt to keep her restrained on her side. Meanwhile, her daughter is comforted and distracted.
What are your dog's names? Oh, are they your best friends? Yeah, they're cute. I like them. Hey, I'm gonna start the car back up so you can get some air for you and the doggies, okay?
A sergeant who has arrived on scene places a spit hood over Daviana's head to prevent any further biting.
It looks
They
bad, but
next
it's
begin
necessary.
emptying her pockets.
I can't breathe.
Like batteries or something? That's probably the stuff she stole from earlier.
Still on
No, I didn't steal that. I got a secret. A long story. And it's on camera. And on my bank statement.
The officers then place shackles on her ankles and move her into a seated position.
Come this way. She's already tried to bite me. Did she actually bite you?
Yeah, I got it off.
Oh, it broke skin.
I got my conversation legs. You're getting all that.
Why am I laughing? This is terrifying. She got bit, and she's saying she has all this stuff. Dude, you gotta go now. You gotta get that injection right now. And like, I feel like if you have it, this isn't like California where they say, hey, if you intentionally try to give somebody AIDS, that's all right. That's California. This is Oklahoma City. I think this is an enhancement, a great enhancement. This is terrifying.
Yep. Yep.
Let me go. Let me go. Get my back.
Look at the headbutt.
Oh, you really going to jail now? Oh, you really going to jail? Oh, yeah, buddy.
Do you ever play with your mom's phone? You know the code to get in there by chance? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna call G-Paul, okay? Look at you, so smart.
With the 5-year-old's help, the officer is able to unlock Daviana's phone and make a call to the child's grandfather,
Yes, as
who
long
she
as he's not
affectionately
searching
calls
it.
G-Paw. After explaining the situation, he agrees to come to the scene to take custody of his granddaughter.
Oh, yeah, you're going to jail.
Do not stop grabbing my equipment. Do not bite.
I'm not biting these stupid.
Understand?
I can't
It's
bite.
get more painful for you. You've already committed 2 felonies assaulting police officers. This can get a lot worse. Knock it off.
Let go of
You're
me.
like a child.
Let go of me.
With help from several officers, Daviana is fitted with a protective helmet, and her legs are secured in the wrap device.
Roll over this way.
And like all the medical care that Copper's gonna get, all the paid time off he's gonna need, all these officers being here, not responding to other calls. This person is like, how many like tens of thousands of dollars is she causing the city just because she can't manage to go shop correctly? You gotta get rid of these people. Like, they gotta be in jail. Sorry.
Two towards me. Good.
I can't. Ah.
You have like a boxing helmet on?
Sorry.
The rest of the wrap is then secured to her upper body, but the officers decide not to tighten it over her stomach.
Oh. Oh. I can't breathe.
Careful, she will bite.
And the sad fact that we had to develop this contraption and have it on hand means this happens a lot. That bottom 1% needs to see the fullest extent of what the law allows us to do. Long prison sentences.
What do you need? Okay, so careful that she keeps biting. So watch your fingers down there.
God.
There you go. Yeah, and then if we can just make sure that's what we secure.
I can feel hair. It's not really hurt.
Okay, we
I
ready
bet
to
it
move?
did. It's unfortunate.
All right, good.
He's trying to headbutt him. He's trying to headbutt him.
Daviana is then carried by the wrap handles and placed in the back of a cruiser.
Take the cuffs and the mask off me
This is gonna
now.
be one copper's very, very long night.
Take the cuffs, the mask off me now.
Stop yelling. I'll take it
Okay,
off.
please take it off.
Deal?
Deal.
All right.
Take the mask off too.
I'll take it off. Here.
Come on. I can't breathe now. I can't breathe now. I can't. I have COPD, asthma, and a sleep apnea machine.
All right.
I am dying, literally.
I think we ordered one.
What does having CPAP have to do with any of this? What? Is she taking a nap?
Take the mask off.
After further discussion, the officers decide to call for an ambulance, so paramedics can evaluate Daviana's condition. In the meantime, they carry her back to the grass.
It's not coming off.
Hey,
This is the consequences of your actions right now.
Is there anything she doesn't have?
breathe.
Her freedom.
I cannot breathe.
You can talk, you can breathe.
No.
You
It's my last
treat
name.
an officer like an animal?
I'm a nurse.
She's a nurse. She can bite you, man.
Not gonna lie. It really makes me happy and shows your remorse.
Another officer checks on the employees inside the Love Store, who happen to be familiar with Daviana.
They know her?
Has she been here before tonight?
She was here last night.
Last night. Did you make any purchases?
I know she took some stuff.
It is.
I don't know what, but
Yeah, so she did steal some stuff yesterday too?
she had a few squares in her pocket.
She's
and
selling
went out
this
to get
stuff?
a card and came back in and they were flat.
Okay.
And I did have her take a few things out of her pocket.
Once paramedics arrive, they secure Daviana onto a gurney and transport her to the ambulance.
If she gets a hold of you, you're gonna lose a finger.
While the paramedics begin their evaluation, officers start searching her car, where they find more than they expected.
Yeah, this might be some stuff. I'll bring it over there. It's got some like lingerie in here.
Adult stuff right next to the
Okay,
kid.
that's
It's
probably
messed
gonna be
up.
it. And that'll be open container.
According
Oh, so
to police
she's-
records,
yep.
the bottle of pre-mixed margarita was sitting in the front seat cup holder, and it's half empty, leading them to assume Daviana may be under the influence.
Well, she started chopping on the gum, so yes.
There you go. I'll tell you that's where it's there. Yeah, we'll bring. But this is all like more like cosmetic stuff too. So, like you said, that she probably just shoved that in this bag.
The officers also find a pair of fuzzy black handcuffs and what appears to be a bright pink vibrator. Daviana's father soon arrives to collect his granddaughter and the two puppies, who the officers note are surprisingly calm.
Yeah, weed. And there's weed crumbs everywhere. They're super chill too. Oh yeah. They're probably stoned from all the weed.
Though a long night for the 5-year-old girl is over, for the officers, there's still far more to come.
They're going to be there.
I'm a free citizen. I was doing citizen's rights on all y'all. Let me go. I cannot breathe.
I don't know if you're a free citizen anymore if you're going to jail tonight.
I did not breathe. Give me a non-rebreather or take this off.
Can you tell me what year it is?
Yeah, it's 2025. My brother turned 25. My dad turned 50 today. He was celebrating his birthday when he got a call from me. I bought him a pocket of tequilas. And this is why I'm here. I go.
That's the problem, is the lack of remorse, the lack of understanding. I'm here because I shopped and I got my grandfather something, not because I was biting officers and driving under the influence. When they can't even acknowledge they've done wrong, there's nothing that you can't fix them. You can never fix them because they're just going to do it again because they're a victim of the scenario, not the reason they're here.
You know, it's funny. You give your dad a strip pole, a midget strip percent, and if he really loves you. With alcohol, of course, and money. Yeah, we have a great relationship. He was a single
And
father.
even if she's intoxicated, I've been intoxicated plenty of times. I've never been like this.
He raised me and my brother. It's great. No! No! No!
Yelling isn't going to make any
If you don't do it, I'm gonna trip. Now! Oh, no! No! I'm at 50%. You don't want me to get to 1,000.
Soon after, the ambulance transports Daviana to a local hospital for a more thorough evaluation.
Say the mask off. Help!
There is a women's purple league.
I don't want to be a woman. I don't want to be alone. It's so alone. Help! I need something you, bro. Let me go.
This is for you.
It is one. It's the best song. I love country. Bonfire at Tina's. Help! I need to get the f out of here. I need y'all to let go of this risk, and I'm suing for $500 million. I swear to God. I hope y'all know.
500 mil.
Let me go. No, I was thinking about $1 billion, but I said I settled for $500 million.
Good strategy.
Eventually, Daviana appears more relaxed as she asks one of the officers if he'd like to hear a joke.
Okay, shut up. How did the hamburger juice his wife? How did the hamburger juice his wife? Tea patty. Okay, another one. Why most hurricanes they not it's because when they come their way around when they leave it to cows in your car. Get it? That's not funny to you either? Oh, you suck. Make sure you write that down. And then tell your single friends I'll f*** them too. Hey, can I please get a nurse?
My brother's single.
Send him my number. Hey, can I get a nurse?
But the situation escalates once again after Daviana seemingly attempts to bite a security
my
guard
God.
standing at her bedside.
It's like she's rabid.
Let me call my dad. I don't give a y'all. Give me 10, 15 years. I'm going all y'all uncles, y'all jobs. And security guard. Let me go. Now. Let me
If
go.
this hospital has to have their security guards fully kitted out like this, this is a dangerous hospital.
I don't give a and burglary and larceny. And I'm gonna send all y'all on fire. Let me go. All of them stupid.
I would hate to be her attorney or public defender. She's trying to bite them again?
No, let me go. Let me go. I'm dying. I'm blood coming from the corner. Let me go. Let go of my face. Let go of my face. I'm suing all y'all.
The nurse administers a sedative, but it isn't immediately effective.
So I'm guessing she's not pregnant. If they administered a sedative, she was just lying.
Bleeding. My baby's dying. Let go of me. Let go of me. I can take the promise. When I see you on the street, you dead.
Stop!
Stop. I killed my baby daddy too.
What?
Stabbed him 22 times and got away with it. Move. Yep, I surely am. Let go of me.
I can help you out with some shackles if you got.
She's still trying to bite him.
Let me go.
Are her legs up secured?
Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go. Let me go. I'm killing all y'all. All y'all got a death wish. All y'all.
Just
let me go.
And you know what, though? The one thing that I'll say about this is I do feel bad for her in the sense that normal people, no matter how angry or how bad things can get, I don't think anybody here in the chat could get that drunk or that frustrated and result to this. I think her life is so, her brain is so like mixed up and confused that like she doesn't see the world correct. Like she just doesn't perceive reality right. Like her life must be torture. I can only imagine, like, what is it, that feeling where you take a nap during the day and you wake up and you don't know if it's like sun up or sun down. You're just very confused. I imagine her entire life is just that level of confusion and victimhood. And again, it's not that I don't think that we should free her because of this, but I also feel bad for anybody experiencing this type of mental confusion.
It's off now. Take it off now. Hell no. Yeah, not after you try taking it. Oh, yeah, we should.
She's trying to...
No. Stop.
What's up?
And again,
Come here.
how many government employees and hospital workers have to be here to babysit her?
Let me go now. Let me go now. So you up. I'm gonna beat the out of you. Oh, I'm gonna take. Right now, you know what? I'm gonna kill you and adopt your kids and raise them right.
This
Once
is
the
the
sedatives
wildest
fully
one.
kick in, they resecure the wrap around her body and leave her to rest. After the officer who was bitten receives his own medical treatment, they gather and talk in the hallway.
Now they're gonna try and shot my
Yep.
first walk.
Yep.
Excited utterance that she'd smoked pot in the car while driving. And it smelled like
it was definitely the data.
Yeah, and it smelled like weed in the car.
Okay.
I even know that.
She's out right now.
Insisted to us that she had smoked pot and used fentanyl.
Yeah,
So,
smoked pot laced with cocaine, fentanyl, and
Oh
heroin.
my God.
I will edit the nightly and let the majors know. So, Jimmy Christmas.
When Daviana wakes up, they remove her restraints so she can use the restroom. Given the option to return to the wrap or willingly move to a wheelchair, Daviana chooses neither.
I think she's on drugs. I thought with my last loop. Isn't that what started the problem? Yeah, we gave you the option to get
I
up.
don't give a damn. You should not be telling me I'm pregnant.
Is she?
Your legs aren't pregnant.
Oh! Get that off my head. I'm not wearing that. Get that off my head. I'll be hurt.
We can,
Oh my,
that,
oh my God! Oh my God!
that can be loose. This is just to keep her forward.
Oh!
Once she's secured, they roll her out of the ambulance bay, place her in a transport van, drive to the jail, and physically carry her into the holding cell before removing all of her restraints.
So many resources used on this one idiot. Oh, so she is
The police
pregnant.
report makes no mention of the results of any drug or alcohol testing, or the health and status of her
Damn, she
unborn
is.
child.
that's why she bought so much.
Just speed ticket. There we go. The streets are safe once again. No one will be stealing vibrators on our watch.
According to court documents, 26-year-old Daviona
thanks
Lee
for gifting
Robinson
subs.
was charged with misdemeanor larceny, assault with a dangerous weapon, 3 counts of assault and battery on a police officer, child endangerment, and driving under the influence of drugs. She pleaded guilty in July of 2025 and received a 7-year deferred sentence. But that sentence was later accelerated following an incident in October that resulted in new charges. In February of 2026, she pleaded guilty in a new case to grand larceny, obstructing an officer, transporting an open container, and failure to use a child restraint. She was sentenced to 18 months in the Department of Corrections, along with 2 concurrent 6-month Tulsa County jail sentences, with credit for time
Oh my
served.
God.
Watch our full videos as they were originally made,
So
with no randomly muted words or details cut. We've also dropped brand new EWU videos available only on EWU Plus. Available now on iOS, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Google TV.
That was good. You probably just I'll put the link in there if you want to watch it and drop him a like. It's like that is insane. That at the end of it, what is it? How much time did she actually serve? Other than she was waiting for a trial. So a year and a half. She's a menace to society, and she's gonna get out and probably cause harm to her own family. Like somebody in her family is going to pay the consequences for her failure to secure the kid, take care of her own. Like she's pregnant, so take care of her own newborn by not doing drugs while she's on it, while she's pregnant. Like somebody's going to suffer because the law doesn't have the heart to step in and actually punish her. It was a sad world.
Next news. Breaking news from the White House.
Tonight, the Trump administration just made something very clear. This is no longer only about catching one crooked operator with a fake billing scheme. This has entered phase 2. Federal investigators are now looking at whether entire taxpayer-funded sectors became magnets for abuse and whether the system itself was set up so fraudsters could feast while honest Americans pay the bill. Dr. Oz says that CMS has already suspended payments to nearly half of all the hospices in California. Nearly half. Think about that, right? Think about how big that is. Think about what that means for the people donating to the Democrat causes, right? Where is that money going? And if you think the story ends with just one mansion and some stolen luxury goods, you need to think again, because the real question is who built this mess and who let it happen. And this matters because fraud is not some victimless spreadsheet crime. Every dollar stolen from Medicare, Medicaid, hospice, durable medical equipment, or personal care services is a dollar stripped away from seniors, disabled Americans, and families who actually need help under the Trump administration. That truth is finally being said out loud. Dr. Oz highlighted the work of the White House Fraud Task Force and said the goal is to stop the money before it ever leaves the building. That's America First government in action, not excuses, not press conferences, results. And he also pointed to the human cost. When fraud gets out of control, whole programs can collapse. Honest providers get squeezed, patients lose access, and taxpayers get looted twice. And then you see the visuals that just make your blood boil. An 8-bedroom mansion, Kobe Bryant game-worn sneakers, rare Mickey Mantle cards, all allegedly funded by money extracted from the system. That's not mismanagement. That's organized theft made possible by weak oversight and years of political negligence. Now, before we go further, I want you to pay attention to this, because if you or someone you love is on Medicare,
Next news.
always ordinary Americans. Now here's the part that corporate media will try to downplay. Dr. Oz today didn't just talk about bad actors. He said, quote, "We're going to slow down the growth of these sectors until we can get our arms around the problem." Excuse me. That means hospice, durable medical equipment suppliers, and personal care services are all now under a much tougher microscope. And that is a whole different level of accountability. The story is moving from arrests to system-wide review. And once that starts, a whole lot of bureaucrats and politicians like Gavin Newsom, they've got a reason to panic. Steve Hilton has announced, and he's running for governor of California, he's announced that he's drafted his first executive order for day one if he wins the California governor's race. He says, day one, Gavin Newsom will be under investigation for all the money that's gone missing and lost to fraud. Establishing the California Taxpayer Fraud Strike Force. That's what he's calling it. Make sure that we investigate and prosecute the billions and billions and billions. Notice he didn't say 1 billion, he said 3. It's actually hundreds of billions of taxpayer theft. Taxpayer money that has occurred, theft of taxpayer money has occurred over the last few years, including investigating Gavin Newsom. Check this out.
I want to show you my first executive order as governor of California. Here it is. This will be enacted on day one when I'm governor. This is establishing a California taxpayer fraud strike force. This will make sure that we investigate and prosecute the billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud, theft of taxpayer money that has occurred over the last few years, including investigating Gavin Newsom, who will be the former governor when this takes effect, Rob Bonta, who will be the former Attorney General because my running mate Michael Gates will beat him, and Malia Cohen, the former state controller, because my running mate Herb Morgan will beat her. We will investigate these officials because they were warned about the fraud and they did nothing about it. And that to me looks like criminal negligence. If there is evidence of that, this executive order makes clear we will have the resources and the commitment to prosecute them and to get the money back.
So, as you can imagine, Gavin Newsom, while he may have enough hairspray to hold his hair in, he's probably pulling it out right now. He says Hilton says California needs a taxpayer fraud strike force, names the officials. Now, Dr. Oz's team is showing what that crackdown looks like, with Dr. Oz saying growth in key medical sectors may stay frozen until the fraud is under control. He hosted the White House press briefing today, as Caroline Leavitt is out on maternity leave. He fills the shoes not just of Marco Rubio or Vice President Vance or even the Treasury Secretary Bessent. He's filling this position today, and he did so quite well, as a matter of fact. Let's go to that.
Industry groups are really concerned about growth and employment getting hurt if that moratorium expands beyond 6 months. Would you rule out an extension of that moratorium, or do you expect that it's going to be expanded?
I'm not going to rule out an extension. We have been talking to industry groups about these moratoriums. In fact, just as for everybody watching, all of you as well, we benefit from whistleblowers. Our most important whistleblowers have been members of industry who know the game, know how you can cheat it if you're unethical, and they point out to us when these problems occur. So we do not want to hurt the folks who are earnestly involved in hospice, in durable medical equipment suppliers, personal care services. They're good people in these businesses, but we're going to slow down the growth of these sectors till we can get our arms around the problem, because it is of massive magnitude to us.
We're going to get our arms around the problem. It's about stopping a racket of massive magnitude. Next, so you get specific. California hospice fraud got so out of hand that CMS now has suspended payments to 850 providers. Listen.
I wanted to walk you through a couple of these examples because our goal is to stop the money from ever leaving the building. That is the best way to protect the American taxpayer. As you know, we were in Minnesota last week, where the largest autism takedown occurred. A mother and a daughter, adult daughter, were accused of tens of millions of dollars of theft. Just to put this in perspective, the reason these are so important is if you defraud the system, you don't just take money out of the system. People steal your money. The money from our most vulnerable Americans are going to steal their health. They'll steal their life. And that's what we've been seeing in some of these takedowns. Unfortunately, when these events don't happen in a timely fashion, you lose the whole program. So in Minnesota, the state itself stopped non-emergency medical transportation, which is when you need someone to take you to the doctor's appointment. They cut the whole program. It's gone. It's finished. Because they could not deal with the fraud. It went from an estimated $1 million a year, how much can it cost to take a car to a doctor's office, to over $100 million a year, so they killed the program. And that, of course, we believe, because it doesn't provide the kind of care we desire for our fellow Americans, can be problematic. We don't want that to happen in other endeavors as well. So we've been working with the state of Minnesota. We're not happy with some of the things we've been encountering as we look at their receipts on the services they provided, which is why we deferred $350 million to the state of Minnesota, and we're waiting to hear feedback from them. Other states have also been problematic. California comes to mind, where we've made several trips of late. 1/3 of all of the hospice in the entire country. And hospice is a precious, beautiful program built in the 80s to take care of people with dignity in the last months of their life. Classically, someone has metastatic cancer, they're going to die. It's going to happen in a few months. You give up your Medicare, because why would you want Medicare? You don't need all those things. Take hospice instead. But that trade has risks with it if you don't actually have a lethal problem. And when 1/3 of all the hospices in the entire country are in Los Angeles, not even California, and Los Angeles, that creates issues. First of all, it's not plausible, but it also means someone's been ignoring the problem. And in fact, there was a call 4 years ago by the state auditor in California to address these problems. It was not managed, so our agency has now suspended payments to 850, almost half of all the hospices in California now have been suspended, but they're no longer being paid. And we're going to keep aggressively going at this problem, because when we go after hospice in California, guess what happens? Hospice in Nevada went up 7-fold. Hospice in Arizona, hospice in Texas, they've all gone up. These scoundrels run to other areas. I just learned this morning, now they're infiltrating the home healthcare space in California, which is equally a problem, because now they're taking advantage of a different sector of the population, this time Medicaid, but using nefarious techniques and technologies to do that as well. And again, these are organized criminal syndicates, we believe, in many instances.
And that's the scale of the machine. Nearly half of California hospice is cut off as CMS tracks what looks like organized fraud. And next, Oz message It's simple and direct. The fraudsters know the cavalry is coming. He posted this. Our health programs are designed to serve American patients, not fraudsters. Bank accounts, my message to the fraudsters. We are coming for you. Dr. Oz vows to crack down on Medicare fraud. They know we're coming after them. So here's what the theft looks like in real life. Federal investigators say one California fraudster used your tax dollars to buy an 8-bedroom mansion, rare sports memorabilia, and live like royalty. Rapid response, posting this from CBS Mornings.
LA's top federal prosecutor, Bill O'Saley, showed us around this U.S. Marshal's warehouse.
It should offend every American taxpayer that these people are taking advantage of the system and enriching themselves.
These items had been owned by Paul Randall, who pleaded guilty this year in one of the largest Medi-Cal fraud cases in California history.
He submitted above $270 million worth of claims to the state of California.
Authorities say that money paid for Kobe Bryant game-worn sneakers, baseball cards of Jackie Robinson and Mickey Mantle, and this home, one of 7 properties Randall owned.
Let me tell you what a piece of work this Randall guy was. He's got 6 prior convictions for fraudulent conduct.
Who's responsible for the breakdown of the system?
Obviously, there's a breakdown in the criminal justice system if this guy was able to have 6 convictions and never did any real prison time.
We turned up a private driveway.
He was living like a king off of us.
Climbing into an exclusive corner of Orange County.
It's 8 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms.
In other cases, prosecutors believe some of the money not spent on luxury goods is sent overseas.
It's much more difficult, if not impossible, for us to trace it or recover it.
Investigating government fraud is a priority for Haywood Talcove. He's been warning officials about scams for 2 decades.
U.S. taxpayers lose $1 trillion a year to these criminal groups.
Where's it going?
It goes to Russia, it goes to China, it goes to Nigeria, it goes to Romania.
By his estimate, of that $1 trillion, roughly 70% ends up in the hands of transnational criminal gangs.
Taxpayers are funding transnational criminals who are using this money for horrible things.
Cars, cards, compounds. This is what fraud looks like after it's already happened. O'Saley and Talcove agree.
That is why it is so important that the money never goes out in the first place.
So what does it all really mean? It means that the Trump administration is no longer satisfied with parading one handcuffed fraudster in front of cameras and pretending the job is done. They're asking the bigger question. Were entire service categories treated like extraction machines for politically protected insiders and career scammers? See, that's the heart of this whole thing. When CMS suspends payments to 850 hospices in California and talks about slowing growth across vulnerable sectors, that's a declaration that this structure itself may be compromised. And that's why California matters so much. Steve Hilton is now running directly at this issue, promising a taxpayer fraud strike force and investigations into Gavin Newsom, Rob Bonta, and Malia Cohen, if evidence supports criminal negligence. Accountability is no longer a slogan, it's becoming a governing agenda. And here's the takeaway. President Trump and his team are doing what the previous administration would not do, treating fraud like a national emergency, not like a bookkeeping error. And once you understood that, everything else clicks right into place. The mansion, the luxury collectibles, the fake claims, the suspended payments, the moratorium talk, the California investigations, it all points to one ugly reality. For years, too many taxpayer-funded programs were treated like open vaults. Now the adults are back in charge and the looting class is finally being hunted. That's good for taxpayers. It's good for patients. And it's very bad news for the machine that protected this corruption. If you want more reporting than legacy media refuses to do, share this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the Next News Network right now, and answer this yes or no question. Should every state launch its own fraud strike force and audit every dollar that disappeared under Democrat rule? Let's have a conversation. But I also want you to text those 2 words you see on the screen, raw feed, to 844-840-4963. That's the number we set up just for you. Thousands of patriots have already texted those words to that number, and they're already bypassing the algorithm. They're getting the notifications from me every single night when YouTube and the notification system and the algorithm decides otherwise. I don't want you to miss the news that you rely on. And I want you to celebrate America 250 with me. Would you do that? Let's do it, right? Hit the merch shelf below, find something nice from America 250 from our new collection, and let's celebrate together.
The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this. Share this now.